The U.S. Census found in 2025 a major decline in migration to the United States. And it's not just about fewer people trying to get in the country during President Trump's immigration crackdown. Population watchers say it's also about many more people moving out. More Americans are deciding to live outside of the U.S. Let's talk about it with Jen Barnett, who is the co-founder of Expatsy. It's a company that helps Americans move abroad. And Jen, you are joining us from Oaxaca, Mexico. So you are outside yourself. How much has this trend of moving abroad picked up, and who exactly is moving, and how has that changed?
The growth is exploding. You know, we call it the move abroad movement, and our business in particular has grown 18 times over the past 2 years from Americans, and we only serve Americans who want to move abroad. It's definitely people who are driven by politics, whether it's political division or the conservatism right now. There is also cost of living, healthcare, avoiding gun violence, and other causes.
Yeah, because it seems like affordability is part of it, right? And politics is something that we also hear people talk about. Can you talk specifically about some of the things that people tell you they feel that they're gaining when they're moving abroad, that they're looking for with that move?
Absolutely. So essentially, the cost benefit analysis of just living in the US is changing for them. And so they start with this concept of, I want something different, I want something more. But then what they find is that healthcare is huge. I mean, the fact that you can get $8 mammograms and $150 monthly insurance payments and things like that, especially when insurance rates are soaring for Americans. And there's always that fear of one accident causing bankruptcy. And you just don't have that in other countries. But then what they also find is a sense of community that they've lost in recent years.
That's really interesting. So, do you hear from people who move abroad and then, maybe they have trouble adjusting? Be honest here. What are the hard parts about it, and what makes a smoother transition?
Okay, so one of the biggest things is when people don't do enough homework up front, right? And so they just pick up and go, and they pick up and go somewhere that's challenging. They go through the whole process, and then they get to Spain or Costa Rica, and they didn't discover that they should have visited during the wet season and the dry season, or during the hot season and the cold season. And so they really just didn't know what they were getting into. And so that's why we advocate for like going through a really careful 6 step process to get moved. But most often it is poor planning. But it doesn't mean that they can't pivot. Maybe they didn't get to the right place to begin with, but we can get them to the right place next. That said, language is a big thing, right? Americans are, especially Native Americans, are famously monoglots, and meaning people who are born in the U.S., not people who are Native Americans. And learning a new language can be challenging or daunting or scary, but it's so good for you.
Real quick, because we have like 30 seconds, the most popular destinations for Americans right now.
Portugal, Mexico, Spain, Costa Rica, Panama.
All right, it looks like a lot of people learning Spanish, as I'm sure you have, Jen Barnett. Thank you for joining us. Really interesting segment.
Thanks for having me.